Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while since I've been on here, just showing off the beard. And this is where I'm at, everybody. I trimmed back my beard last couple of videos I made, which was quite a while ago. It might have been like 4 or 5 months ago. And it's growing nice, and I'm liking it. And haven't caved in and trimmed the mustache, so I'm doing well with that. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at now, and I'm seeing more and more people on the streets out with beards and big beards. And so there's a change happening where beards started to be accepted a couple of years ago, but people would have like short shadow beards. But now I'm seeing a lot of people like all over the place with big beards. And I'm not just talking about rabbis and Muslims, I'm talking about like the average person. And I think that's a really good thing. I think it's time. And we're going back to the old days, because in the late 1800s, early 1900s, that's the way it was. Men had beards, and they didn't just have beards, they had big beards. So I want to get some of these videos where I'm interviewing people with the biggest beards and asking them about this, because unless you were in a beard competition, there was really no reason to have a big beard, or it wasn't in style. But it's in style, and here we are now, 2025, where our vice president has a beard. Now it's like a 5 o'clock shadow type of beard, but it's still a beard, which is pretty cool. And hopefully he'll let it grow long as well. But beards are more acceptable in politics in the world today. And I'm getting a lot less negative comments. It's not just that I trimmed my beard because it was like down to here. But overall, I'm getting a lot less negative comments and negative looks about having a beard. Now I still have that typical comment, oh, you would look so much younger if you shaved your beard. But I don't want to shave my beard, and I don't necessarily want to look younger. I like the way I look. But also people, you say, oh, you look lazy if you don't shave. I think it's the other way around. I think if a person's well groomed, and I think something doesn't look right with them. I don't know what technologies are out there to maybe stop them from growing hair or whatever it is, but it just, I still feel a man looks more like a man when he has a beard on his face. He doesn't look like a little boy. He doesn't look like a girl. He looks like a man. And whether it's a 5 o'clock shadow type of beard or a big beard, at least he looks more like a man the way I think it should be. But everyone has to choose their own style, and even with the beard, even if I trim the edges here, like I used to have in the past, that might look a lot neater if I just trim this part. But it's interesting because this part that I didn't trim is still black or brown, where everything else is gray. And I don't know why that is, but it's very interesting because this is the part that I've been trimming, and everything else was gray. Maybe that has something to do with it, maybe not. Over the years I've trimmed my mustache, and that's still on the darker side. And another thing that's quite interesting that I find is the grayness is down here, but around here and here it's black. So normally you would think that the grayness would be coming in and the old part would be black, right? So that's quite interesting, at least for me in my face. But if I really wanted to look younger, I wouldn't get rid of my beard. If I really wanted to look younger, I would color my beard completely. I don't think it's the beard that makes me look older. It's the gray in the beard that makes me look older. I think a beard makes a man look more mature. Even a gray beard makes a man look more mature. But if I wanted to look younger but have a beard, I would just color it, which I'm not planning on doing. But if I didn't have this, it wouldn't be as gray. And look how much younger I look now just because of the color. It's not gray. And then there's the white. So, but it's quite interesting that all of this is darker and then this is gray. Maybe it's regrowing. Maybe I'm getting younger and I'm re-getting my color back in. Who knows? But it's been like that for a while. But if I trim this, it might look neater, but I definitely would look older because now I have an all white beard. Now it's kind of peppered colored because of up here. But you trim this, and trim the mustache where everything's black. Now you just have a gray beard. I think I'd look older that way, where if I trim the black part out and it was all gray. But I don't mind gray. I don't mind looking old. I feel great and love having a beard. And I would like to be here making more videos, but I'm making so many videos for my fruit tree channels, my health channel. I just haven't had time to do it all. It's interesting now because always when we trim our fruit trees, I always think about trimming the beard. That's what made me stimulate to do it this recently. But I love it. I love it. I grow 3 things. I grow trees, I grow beards, and I grow children. Those are the 3 things I grow. All right, everybody. Let me know how you're doing with your beard. I hope you enjoyed this video, this update. And I'll try to get back here again at some point. Also, my hair on my head it's gray. It makes me look young. I mean, white, black or brown, it makes me look young. But if my hair on my head was white, then I definitely would look older. But if I trim my or colored my beard and then colored my hair, that would definitely make me look a lot younger as well. If you're interested in that and that's your goal. All right, everybody. Have a great day, everybody, and keep growing.
Grow your beard, grow it long. Stand up strong for your kingdom. Grow your beard, grow it long. Remember the commandments of the Almighty One. Yeah, grow your beard, grow it long. Stand up strong for your kingdom and grow your beard.